There's a strategy that the most successful people throughout history have used. It's not about working harder. It's not about being the loudest in the room. It's not about chasing opportunities or forcing your way through obstacles. It's something far more powerful, yet completely invisible to everyone around you. The ancient Stoics called it different names. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor who ruled Rome at its peak, practiced it daily. Seneca, one of the wealthiest men in the ancient world, wrote extensively about it. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of history's greatest teachers, built his entire philosophy around it. This silent strategy changed their lives, and it can change yours too. Today, we're going to explore the most underrated approach to success and mental strength that no one talks about: the art of strategic silence, deliberate, restraint, and invisible power. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn goes against everything modern society teaches us about success. We live in an age of noise. Everyone is talking, everyone is reacting, everyone is sharing their opinion, broadcasting their emotions, and announcing their intentions to the world. Social media has turned us into performers. We announce our goals before we achieve them. We react instantly to every piece of news. We argue with strangers. We seek validation through likes and comments. We mistake attention for accomplishment. But here's what the Stoics understood 2,000 years ago. True power lies in what you don't say. True strength lies in what you don't do. True wisdom lies in what you don't react to. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journal, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." He wasn't writing this for an audience. He was reminding himself, every single day, to resist the pull of the crowd, to maintain his inner composure while the world around him descended into chaos. This is the first principle of the silent strategy. Separate yourself from the noise. The second principle is perhaps the most practical. While everyone else is talking, you should be watching. While everyone else is reacting, you should be analyzing. While everyone else is revealing their cards, you should be gathering information. Epictetus taught his students, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This isn't just clever wordplay. It's a strategic advantage. When you speak less, you learn more. You notice things others miss. You understand people's true motivations, not just their words. You see patterns that remain invisible to those caught up in the noise. Think about the most successful people you know personally. Are they the ones constantly talking about their plans? Or are they the ones quietly executing while others are distracted? In business negotiations, the person who speaks less usually wins. In conflicts, the person who remains calm while others lose control holds the power. In relationships, the person who listens deeply creates the strongest connections. This is counterintuitive in a world that celebrates self-promotion, but the silent observer always has the advantage. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements if it were all well invested. Every moment spent in unnecessary chatter, pointless arguments, or reactive behavior is time stolen from your actual goals." Now we arrive at the core teaching, the foundation upon which all Stoic philosophy is built, the principle that, if you truly understand it, will transform everything. Epictetus expressed it clearly. Some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing. Read that again, let it sink in. Most of your stress, anxiety, and frustration comes from trying to control things outside your power. Other people's opinions, the economy, the weather, traffic, the past, what others think of you. The silent strategy means withdrawing your energy from these external battles and redirecting it inward too. The only domain you actually control, your own mind. This is why Marcus Aurelius, who commanded legions and ruled an empire, spent his evenings writing reminders to himself about controlling his thoughts and reactions. He understood that his greatest battles weren't fought on distant frontiers. They were fought within his own skull. When someone insults you, the insult has no power. Your reaction to it has all the power. When circumstances turn against you, the circumstances are neutral. Your interpretation gives them meaning. The silent strategy is about mastering this inner landscape so completely that external events lose their ability to disturb you. The Stoics spoke of an inner citadel, a fortress within yourself that cannot be breached by external forces. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This isn't about isolation or indifference. It's about having a stable center from which you operate. A place of calm clarity that remains unchanged regardless of external storms. How do you build this inner fortress? First, through daily reflection. The Stoics practiced what we might today call journaling or meditation. Every morning, they would prepare themselves mentally for the challenges ahead. Every evening, they would review their actions and responses. Did they react emotionally when they should have remained calm? Did they waste energy on things outside their control? Second, through voluntary discomfort. Seneca regularly practiced poverty, sleeping on hard surfaces and eating simple food, even though he was immensely wealthy. Why? Because he understood that attachment to comfort makes you weak. When you've deliberately experienced discomfort, you no longer fear it. When you've voluntarily given up luxuries, losing them involuntarily holds no terror. Third, through negative visualization. The Stoics would imagine losing everything they valued: their possessions, their loved ones, their reputation, their life. This sounds morbid, but its purpose is profound. By contemplating loss, you appreciate what you have. By facing your fears mentally, you reduce their power over you. By accepting the impermanence of all things, you find peace. The inner fortress isn't built in a day. It's constructed brick by brick, through consistent daily practice. In a world of instant gratification, patience has become a superpower. Everyone wants results now. Everyone wants success immediately. Everyone is looking for shortcuts, hacks, and overnight transformations. But the Stoics understood time differently. They played the long game. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." The silent strategy includes strategic patience, the ability to wait, to endure, to persist when others give up. When you're playing a longer game than everyone else, you can afford to be silent about your intentions. You can afford to let others exhaust themselves in frantic activity while you conserve your energy for what truly matters. You can afford to appear slow while actually moving with deliberate purpose. Many people fail not because they lack talent, but because they lack patience. They announce their goals prematurely, seeking immediate validation instead of eventual victory. They quit at the first sign of difficulty. They expect results on their timeline, not reality's timeline. The silent strategist understands that the greatest achievements require time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a life of meaning and accomplishment. Perhaps the most powerful application of the silent strategy is in your response to provocation. Every day, you encounter situations designed to trigger a reaction. People will insult you. Circumstances will frustrate you. Events will anger you. Social media algorithms are literally optimized to provoke emotional responses. The person who reacts loses power. The person who maintains composure gains it. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, how much more harmful are the consequences of anger and grief than the circumstances that arouse them in us. Think about your own life. How many times have you said something in anger that you later regretted? How many relationships have been damaged by an impulsive reaction? How many opportunities have been lost because you couldn't control your emotions in a crucial moment? The silent strategy means creating space between stimulus and response. When something happens, you pause. You observe your emotional reaction without being controlled by it. You choose your response deliberately rather than reacting automatically. This is not suppression. Suppression is pretending emotions don't exist. This is mastery. Mastery is acknowledging emotions while not being enslaved by them. Epictetus taught, it's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things. When someone insults you, what actually hurts? Not the sound waves vibrating in the air, not the arrangement of letters in a sentence. What hurts is your interpretation, your judgment, that the insult matters, that it reflects reality, that it diminishes you. Change the judgment, and you change everything. Philosophy without application is mere entertainment. So let's talk about how to implement the silent strategy in your daily life. First, start each morning with intentional silence. Before you check your phone, before you consume any media, spend at least 10 minutes in quiet reflection. Set your intentions for the day. Remind yourself of what you can and cannot control. Prepare mentally for challenges. Second, practice deliberate non-response. When someone or something provokes you today, wait. Don't respond immediately. Let hours pass if necessary. You'll find that most provocations don't require any response at all, and those that do will benefit from your calm, considered reply. Third, reduce your verbal output. Talk less. Listen more. Before speaking, ask yourself, is this necessary? Is this kind? Is this true? Many of us talk simply to fill silence, but silence isn't uncomfortable, it's powerful. Fourth, keep your goals to yourself. Don't announce what you're working on. Don't seek validation for your intentions. Let your results speak for themselves. There's psychological research showing that announcing goals actually reduces the likelihood of achieving them because the announcement provides a premature sense of accomplishment. Fifth, end each day with honest review. What disturbed your peace today? What did you react to that you shouldn't have? What can you do better tomorrow? This practice of honest self-examination, done consistently, transforms character over time. The world will not understand this strategy. People will wonder why you're so calm. They'll question why you don't engage in every argument. They'll be curious about how you maintain your composure when they're falling apart. Let them wonder. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be." 1. The silent strategy isn't about appearing wise. It's about actually becoming wise. It's not about looking strong. It's about building genuine, unshakable strength. This is the path that the ancient Stoics walked. It's available to you right now, in this moment. Start today. Start with one small act of conscious non-reaction. One moment of deliberate silence. One choice to observe rather than react. The greatest power is invisible. The greatest strength is quiet. The greatest strategy is the one no one sees coming. This is the way of the Stoic. And now, it can be your way too.